Hey YouTube, so this is a video response to Skall and talking about the best sword for home defense. So Skall seems to think that a Gladius would be a brilliant choice. He thinks that it would be better than a long sword like this. Not a long sword, but a sword which is long. He thinks that you're just going to be far too restricted to be able to use a sword like this effectively. And I really strongly disagree. Now, if I'm in a wide open space like this, I can do whatever the hell I want. I can do these nice big wide cuts, and yeah, absolutely no problem. I might accidentally damage that, I might cut through that, but at the end of the day, I'm far more likely to get out of there alive in an open space like this when I've got a nice long sword. In a confined space though, of course my options are going to be a lot more restricted. I'm not going to be able to do these nice wide attacks, but I still have plenty of other options which I'll get to a little bit later. So before I forget, obviously, disclaimers, blah blah blah, don't kill anyone with your sword, that's not good, unless you really have to. So, disclaimer out of the way, Skall seems to think a Gladius would be a really good option, and I really don't think it's a particularly great option. I'd rather have a baseball bat than a Gladius. The reason for that, it's range. So obviously this isn't a baseball bat and this isn't a Gladius, but they'll do for this little demonstration. Because I've got more range with the baseball bat, if someone's coming at me with a Gladius, I'm going to be at a range where I can hit them and they can't hit me. If you've done any reasonable amount of training, specifically with something like George Silver, who really focuses on the range, you're not going to have any trouble there. You're going to be able to hit their hand before they can do anything to you, and it's only going to take one good strike to make them drop their Gladius. If you've got a baseball bat, you're going to be breaking 10 bones in their hands there, and that Gladius is going to go flying out of their hands. So yeah, a baseball bat I think is pretty damn effective, even against bladed weapons, provided the blade is significantly shorter. Obviously that would be different if there's good hand protection and all of that. So back on to the what I'd be able to do with this sword then in a confined area. So yeah, I can't do these nice wide attacks, but I can still get pretty good range. I can still get pretty big attacks there. It's not like they're coming at me wearing bloody chainmail or something. They're going to be coming in with, thick leather jacket at tops. So that's going to be more than enough to deal with it. So yeah, you've got your nice, you've got a couple of nice big attacks like that. You can get diagonal to some degree there, so you can still get those attacks in. With it being a broadsword, I can also slash up as well as down, so they think they're safe, slash up. I'm probably not going to be expecting it too much. You don't need a huge amount of moves in your repertoire though. I could probably get by with just a thrust and a downward strike. I can do nice little fakes like this, so I'm coming down, it's missed, they think they're safe, and then come in with a nice thrust. Now with this much range, if they're coming in with baseball bat or something like that, they have nowhere near the range either, and a baseball bat's pretty damn big compared to what they could have. They could have a knife or a Gladius. So I've got that huge range advantage, and that's going to give me time to attack 3 or 4 times whilst moving back before they can even possibly get within any range to attack me. Supposing they did manage to knock my blade aside and start to close, that's just going to line me up perfectly to hilt strike them in the face. I'll show you what that does. Yeah, as you can see, it's going to stagger them back, so you could end up in a situation like this. So it's knocked it aside, smack, thrust, and they're going to be done for. So yeah, range is just hugely important. It's not going to get in the way if you're sensible about what you're doing. I can still get all of my guards in, so inside, outside, hanging, bastard, sweep it across, defend the legs. So I can still defend really nicely, and with it being a one-handed sword, I've got this other hand if I need it as well in order to grapple if they get close. Got good hand protection here, so any attacks which are coming at me, they've got to get all the way past this guard in order to hit my forearm down here. So effectively, yeah, I've got even more range. And I really can't stress enough how important the extra range is. And no, it's not going to be too restrictive if you know how to use it correctly. Also, supposing they're coming around the corner there and they're going into that room, I can bloody stab them in the back from another room. Other way. That's actually better for me being left-handed. If it was on my right hand, it would be in the way there. But I can do it both ways. If I was to have a gladius instead, and they're going around there, that's another 2, 3, possibly 4 steps. They're obviously going to be moving as well, and that's going to give them more time to react and more time to cause me a bit of nuisance. So, yeah. I just think this is just a better option. Lovely hand protection, got a nice variety of simple attacks I can use, get all my guards in, good hand protection, pummel strike, free hand, in order to do some other shit. So yeah, just brilliant sword for home defense. Maybe not the best, but I certainly think it's a hell of a lot better than a gladius. And at some point I do want to do something a bit more interesting. Going over a few scenarios. I want to get some friends over with BB guns, get them all padded up and stuff, get my synthetic sword, and yeah, try out some of these situations and see what happens. See if I'm able to stop 2 or 3 people with BB guns before they're able to shoot me. So yeah, thanks for watching, and if you like this content, if you found it interesting or strange, or whatever, just subscribe and I'll see you all again soon.